So we are at the Alisal Fire right now above Santa Barbara, and right now we're right by Exxon Mobil, and the fire is heading towards Exxon Mobil right now. There's quite a few flames. The wind is driving it this way. So a battalion chief just drove into the refinery, or the company property rather, so we'll see what happens here, but so far this is burning towards the company and towards the ocean. Gonna move up here. So this is a hillside that's on the Exxon property. It's like literally right by. We're getting close to some of their buildings. As you can hear, the wind is pretty strong. But at this point, the last I heard is, it's October 12th in the afternoon, and last I heard it was 8,000 acres in size for the fire with 0% containment. They do have multiple copters going, and I know that there was talk of the VLAT activity, which VLATs are the tankers. So hopefully at some point they'll be able to get a handle on this. But I mean, right now the winds are going to be continuing for a while, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Hopefully nobody ends up losing property or anything over this. Only thing I've heard building wise that was lost was some sort of outbuilding last night. But a lot of the crews in the area are doing structure protection. And helping to make sure that people at their ranches are okay. So we're gonna move up towards the roadway, try to get another angle here. But this fire is definitely barreling towards Exxon currently. This is Exxon right by Coral Canyon Road. So right now we have Howard Raishbrook up ahead. We're going to catch up with him. But as you can hear and see, this wind is really picking up, and so is the smoke activity. Things are so smoky right now you can barely see anything. You can see up at this towards the sun that the sun is getting smoked out as well. Head a little further down here. Well, you can just see the header of smoke that's coming up off this thing. It's blowing towards the ocean currently. So again, this is an Exxon property, and there are a number of buildings on the property, so hopefully the fire will steer clear of that. Even with how big and bright these flames are, they're still sometimes hard to see with how much smoke it just kicks up. It starts taking out the fuels and Right now, a lot of it is grass, but it is headed towards a number of trees, which is obviously going to be a pretty big fuel source. And not far from this, on the other side of the roadway, is going to be the 101 freeway, which is currently shut down. So fortunately, you don't have the motorists going through that right now. You can see some of the resources, including a battalion chief has been cruising by to help monitor this, because we are talking about a pretty important property here. So we're going to head up towards another turn in here. That smoke is really starting to get close, and so is the fire. This thing is getting big. Wow. Fire is kicking up a ton of smoke and ash right now. Yeah, you want to go back up here?
I'm going to go down that way.
Okay.
Just in case.
Okay. I'll go ahead. Well, I'll go ahead and stick by you in case we have to get out of here if this fire crosses a roadway. As you can see, here's Howard of RMG News and his natural environment. But this thing is really kicking up a ton of ash and smoke, as you can see. So we'll keep monitoring this fire, see what it does, and then keep you guys updated. Okay, so we're continuing to watch the fire here as it's coming towards the entrance, one of the entrances to the Exxon property. There are firefighters that are trying to put water on it, and we do have Santa Barbara County Fire monitoring the situation. There's also a sheriff's deputy with them as well. So you can see that that's the gate, or one of the gates to the property. And the fire has been continuing to come towards the entrance, which is also towards the ocean. So you can really hear the crackle of the fire as it's burning through some of those fuels. And it does have heavier fuels as it's getting closer to the roadway. The wind is pushing it towards the ocean, and so far I don't believe any other structures have been lost other than that outbuilding that was reported last night. But this is definitely making it interesting for Exxon, and no doubt they're monitoring it. But fortunately, we have a lot of the emergency authority resources that are watching as well. You can see on this side that we have the 101 that's closed. It's only open to emergency situations and authorities right now. But the ocean is right on the other side. So this fire more than likely is probably going to end up burning to the roadway. Okay. So we're going to start heading down the roadway. There's another head of fire that's headed towards the road as well. So we'll check that out. Hopefully, again, just hopefully no one suffers from this with lost property, and hopefully the Exxon property will be okay as well, along with everyone's ranches and everyone that lives in the area. Talk to you soon.